Just needs your signature.
What are these?
Powers of attorney, account transfers, the deed to this place. You're signing over the family business to me.
Now, why would I do that?
Because it's time.
You're not ready.
We've been over this.
I know it, and your mother knows it.
You're weak, Dad. People used to fear you. We used to own cops. We used to own politicians. We ran entire neighborhoods. We don't anymore because no one is afraid of you.
You're still afraid of me.
I'm gonna give you a choice. Retire or forced retirement. Thanks, Dad.
Son, listen to me. All this was always going to be yours. Just needed more time. A few more years, you could take over.
I'm not afraid of you.
Come on, slow down for Pete's sake. Wayne, I'm getting tired of this. I'm gonna catch you sooner or later. Dang it, Wayne. There's some pretty good coffee at the station. Come on, Wayne. Wayne, this is getting old. Dang it, Wayne, sneakers ain't fair. Okay, we got our exercise. Stop. Hey, Wayne, we can do this all day, you know? How about this? How about I take out the handcuffs, leave them here, you put them on yourself? So there I am, thinking, maybe I've tempted fate long enough. I've had a good run.
Mm-hmm. So what really happened?
Yeah, looks okay. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Now, I realize that my retirement may come as a shock to some, seeing as how I'm still so young and spry. But the decision was made easier by the fact that both counties are in such capable hands. Which reminds me, y'all gotta get out and vote for Dante Hill next month in that special election. Now, those of you who know me well realize that I have mixed feelings about all this.
No kidding.
But I am looking forward to having a little time to do some fishing and learn how to play the guitar better. And from what Scooter says, I guess we're gonna play golf. Really? It has been an honor to serve Maxville County these past 30 years. This is a place where I met my wife and raised my daughter. I made friends. I made friendships that I think are gonna last a lifetime. And more recently, I've come to realize that I could still truly care about somebody. I couldn't have done it without you. So, thank you. I need a drink.
Nice speech.
Well, I meant everything I said.
Appreciate the vote of confidence.
And the endorsement.
Not that you needed any seal of approval. You're running unopposed.
Well, you did put half the Prattlers in jail for me.
There is a certain Wayne Prattler who still needs your attention.
Oh, top of my to-do list. I'm gonna grab a beer. You want anything?
I'm fine, thanks. Hey, I have something to give you. My dad came home with it one day. I never learned how to play.
Johnny Cash?
Had it authenticated.
Are you sure you want to give this to me? I mean, you got it from your father.
He, claims he won it at a poker game.
Makes me like it even more. Boy, I'm not sure what to say, Joe. Thank you.
Sheriff Porter. Okay, I'll be right there. A silent alarm's going off at the check cashing place on Main.
Hey, I could come along.
Alden, you can't leave your own party.
Well, it's probably a false alarm. We'll be back before anyone knows we're gone. I use that same technique when my TV's on the fritz.
Sheriff's Department, slowly raise your hands above your head. Now stand up and turn around. Dad?
Hey, Joanna Banana.
Sit down.
We had an agreement. You don't work where I work, and I don't arrest you.
I'm sorry, Angel, but I have a gambling debt.
You've had one since the day I was born.
Yeah, but this time I owe the Atlanta Syndicate.
Last I heard, you were a member of the syndicate.
I retired, or at least I tried to. I don't know if you've heard, but Saul Dalton took his own life.
Yeah, we get the news here, Dad.
I had an installment plan all worked out. But when Zed took over, he quadrupled my payments.
How much do you owe?
Hair shy of $250,000.
What?
I mean, honestly, who'd have thunk Tom Brady could keep it up? I decided I better come out of retirement before Zed breaks my thumbs. But since I've been out of the game for a while...
As an insurance policy, you decided to commit your crime in my county.
Yeah, I figured it'd be smart to have a get-out-of-jail-free card. You're charging me?
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. He was in and out of prison for most of my childhood. When he was around, well, at least it wasn't boring. FBI raids, skipping town in the middle of the night, being his lookout, his alibi.
To me, it sounds kind of fun. Sounds interesting.
He did get me a car for my high school graduation.
That was generous.
It was also stolen. I spent my prom night at a police station.
Okay, he's not going to win Father of the Year. But, Joe, he's the only one you got.
He came to steal from my county because he knew I'd cover for him. Because that is what I have always done.
Yeah, with his record, he's looking at years.
Well, at least if he's in prison, Zed Dalton can't expect him to pay back his debt.
That's a tough one. Putting your father in prison, that's one you can't take back. Hey, where'd everybody go?
You expected them to stick around even after the guest of honor ditched his own party?
I had to go check on a break-in with Joe.
I realize that your eyesight isn't what it once was, but did you happen to notice that there was a big cake with happy retirement written on it?
I don't actually retire until tomorrow when I hand in my badge.
And then what?
Done for good.
Okay. I gotta wash dishes.
Can you put this on my tab?
Thought you retired, Sheriff.
That's my last day, but I gotta fix the hammock up. Calvin, you got something don't belong to you?
No.
Shoot. Stop! Calvin, get up. You have the honor of being my very final arrest as a sheriff.
Big whoop.
As a matter of fact, your grandfather was my first arrest. It's kind of poetic justice. You Prattler's been giving me work all these years. It's amazing. Come on. He committed the crime in my county, but I arrested him in yours. Jurisdiction thing again.
I'll prosecute with pride.
Have you made a decision what to do about your dad?
I'm gonna cut him loose. Dante said he'd watch my county for a few days so I can drive him to Atlanta.
You're not planning on negotiating with Zed, are you?
Only as a last resort.
Well, then I ought to be there.
I don't want to get you involved.
And I don't want you dealing with the syndicate in Atlanta.
I can handle myself, thank you very much.
I'm sure you can. Come on, I mean, it's not like I got anything else to do.
That's because you're retired. Alden, you can't save the world.
Who says? Oh. My informant says he's got a retirement present for me. Hey, Bo, what do you got?
I got a line of where my cousin Wayne's been hiding from you.
Yeah?
You know that abandoned trailer on the edge of Noons Creek?
Yeah, sure.
He'll be there till tomorrow.
Where after that?
Nowhere. He claims he's not intimidated by you once you become a civilian.
Well, it's a shame that all Prattlers aren't as honest as you are.
You do realize my cousin ain't the type to go quiet, right?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, Wayne.
What you doing?
Let's call it poetic justice. I gotta talk to you.
Prattler's your CI?
One of the good ones.
I didn't realize there was such a thing.
It's an exclusive club.
I bet. Listen, Alden, it's been a real pleasure to serve under you. Hope I can make you proud.
I have no doubt. Here. This is really hard. Well, I guess that's it. Good luck.
Well, it's about time. So, what's the plan?
Try to clean up your latest mess without getting us both killed.
Four, three, two, one. No. Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Atlanta.
You remember Nat Prattler, right?
Yes, I do. Nat went away to college. He didn't fall off the planet.
Well, anyway, he's graduating. I'm gonna go down there and help him get out of his dorm room and maybe take a look at the city while I'm there. You know, it's not like I got a job to worry about anymore.
That sounds so nice. And maybe I should get somebody to watch the diner and I could go and help you guys.
Oh, well, actually, I'm planning on crashing on his floor to save money on a hotel.
I've slept on the floor before.
Yeah, but he's got a couple of roommates, so it might be a little awkward.
No, fair enough. You know, I'm actually kind of relieved.
About what?
Okay, honestly, I expected you to keep trying to find excuses to do police work.
Well, it's nice to know I can still surprise you once in a while. I'll see you later.
Congratulations, Sheriff.
Thanks, Tom, but it's not official until next month's election.
That's all right. That's all right. Man, oh man. This place brings back some memories.
I bet. You were Alden's deputy for what, 5 years?
6. Yeah. Used to think someday I'd end up where you're sitting.
Well, seeing that car that you drive, I'd say that you made the right decision getting your realtor's license.
Maybe, but I'd definitely be lying if I said I didn't miss it.
So what can I help you with?
Well, I just thought I'd swing by, give the place one last look before I head up to Atlanta. The housing market's going crazy, so... Hey, listen, if you're ever in the market, you let me know.
Thank you, but between my car payments and student loan debts...
Yeah, no pressure. Just thought I'd make the offer.
If I ever need anything, you'll be the first call.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Nat.
What the? Alden, what are you doing here?
Well, you said I should come visit.
Yeah, but I'm moving out.
Yeah, I know. I'm here to help.
For sure, yeah.
Was there a problem?
I'm throwing a party tonight. You know, and having a sheriff on the guest list, it's gonna really kill the vibe.
I mean, you're in luck. I'm retired.
Oh.
I got some boxes out in the truck for your textbooks.
We use iPads now.
Yeah, right. Huh.
Well, in the message you said you had some news for me.
Oh, I do. I'm afraid you ain't gonna like the headline, though.
Bo said that Johnny Prattler's out of prison.
That's impossible. He's not up for parole for a year.
Yeah, well, apparently he ratted someone out to get his sentence reduced.
That sounds like John.
He's talking about how he's going to inflict his wrath all over my county like some type of redneck supervillain.
Look, Dante, you gotta let him know who's in charge, who's the new sheriff in town. Literally.
Yeah. Hey, how's your first official day of retirement treating you?
It's one big party.
Well, glad somebody's having a good week. Say hi to Nat for me.
I appreciate you coming all this way to pay your respects.
I'm sorry for your loss. You and Mr. Dalton were together a long time.
High school sweethearts. Let me fix you a bowl.
Oh, no, thank you. I ate already.
Nonsense. You are skin and bones. Do you remember coming out here as a little girl?
My dad and Mr. Dalton would play chess. I'd play with the animals outside.
Oh, I remember. A particularly surly goose kept picking on the run of the flock.
And I spent the entire afternoon trying to protect it.
It's no wonder that you chose the vocation that you did. I know your daddy's proud.
Well, he's actually why I'm here. I'm not sure if you heard, but he owes your family a gambling debt.
I prayed he was keeping those demons at bay.
Me too. Well, he and Mr. Dalton had a payment plan worked out.
I'm sorry, Joanne, but I don't have any involvement with the family business. Never have. You'll have to deal directly with my son.
Well, the thing is, I'm concerned about what he might do if my daddy can't make his payments.
I know Zed has a reputation, and granted, some of it is earned, but he's not unreasonable. I tell you what, I'll ask Zed to come up with a plan that is mutually beneficial for old time's sake.
I would appreciate that.
Rick visited Saul to the very end. He would come and they'd play chess, and Rick would let him win. He does have a good heart. Now, eat up before you waste away.
She says to me, you gotta be this high to ride.
Isn't it a bit early for you to be drinking, Johnny?
Oh, come on, now you're late. Boys just throw me a get out of jail party. It's still going strong.
Just what did you do to get an early release?
Well, just 'cause a man likes to drink from the bottom of the barrel of bourbon doesn't mean he doesn't have friends in high places.
Sure hope that's milk at the bottom of that bottle, Calvin, because you're still a juvenile delinquent.
Come on, now that's a sippy cup.
You got anything better to do than come around here, harass tax-paying citizens? We pay your salary.
I'm just here to deliver a message.
Whew, man, I wish you were here to deliver a pizza.
Look, if you think that you're gonna take advantage of me and my limited experience, think again.
Boys, I ain't been out of the clink for less than a day, and old Johnny Law here is just laying down the law.
I'm serious. If I catch you so much as jaywalking.
Well, hey, okay. Yes, sir, acting sheriff.
Let's go.
Get your hands
Sit
off
down.
him. You gonna want to take your hands off of him.
I said sit down.
Well, look who's growing up. All right. Don't you worry, boy.
Just so we're clear, you're not here in any official capacity.
I have no legal authority outside my county. I'm not wearing a wire.
I wish you could have come to me first and instead of feeling the need to go behind my back to my mama.
I meant no disrespect. I'd been meaning to pay her a visit since your father's passing.
I know she appreciated that. She also asked if I'd consider relaxing your father's payment schedule.
Will you?
I can do one step further. I can forgive his debt completely.
And what would he need to do?
Joe. You, on the other hand. What's the name of Van Zant's guy we got out of prison? Johnny Prattler. If Mr. Prattler were to reestablish my family's business dealings in your county, well, all I'd ask is that you be a little less competent at your job.
No. I swore an oath of office, and I can't break it.
Yes, you can. Otherwise, your father. I can't tell you how hard it is grieving the loss of your father.
Zed, I'm not about to abandon my morals for some wannabe gangster who wears way too much cologne. Let go of me.
Go find her father, break his kneecaps.
Get your hands off her.
Have we met?
No. But in a city like this, there's always somebody like you. Until there ain't. Come on, Joe.
Tell your father I'll be seeing him around. That goes for you, too.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Saving your bacon.
My bacon wouldn't have needed saving had I not listened to you and kept my dad locked up. And speaking of not listening, I told you not to come to Atlanta.
Look, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna sit around when I got a friend in trouble.
Or sit around in general.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, admit it. You were retired for a day and already bored to death.
Well, you know everything, don't you?
I didn't want to get you involved in my mess.
Look, Joe, I can handle guys like Zed.
Maybe. But my dad can't.
You're under arrest. What did I do?
Jaywalking.
Are you serious about that? Come on.
Absolutely.
Okay. Listen, I hear you loud and clear. I do.
Problem is, I just didn't care for your attitude too much back there at the bar.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. Look, me and Alden, we used to just joke around with each other. I'd say I'd shoot him, and he'd say he'd throw me in jail, and he'd throw away the key.
So it's kind of like hazing.
Yes, exactly like hazing. You will not regret this, I promise you.
I already do.
Yeah, you have a nice day now.
You pointed a gun at him?
His men had their hands on your daughter.
I appreciate you looking after her, and you trying to look after me. But instead of a prison sentence, I got a death sentence.
Zed's not gonna kill you. He'd never get his money back.
What I owe is nothing compared to his reputation.
Yeah, I've seen that samurai stuff, but in my experience, people who try to be intimidating rarely are.
Zed Dalton's the exception to the rule. He won't let this slide.
Which is why I gotta take him out before he takes me out.
Whoa, Dad, you're not killing anyone.
No, I don't mean it that way. I'm no rat. But I know things about Zed. Things the FBI would be very interested in hearing.
Like?
Like he murdered his daddy. I'd come by and play chess with Saul every week. I'd gone to the bathroom when I heard him arguing with Zed. He signed the power of attorney. Zed didn't need to kill him.
I wonder why he did it.
Because he's a sadistic psychopath.
And the police weren't the least bit suspicious.
Saul had dementia, so the notion of suicide wasn't a stretch. From what I hear, they barely investigated.
Well, it's too late for an autopsy. Not that the word of a career criminal carries much weight with the FBI.
Not to mention, the feds aren't interested unless they can seize assets.
Saul owned a baseball team, so that office is legit. There's evidence in there linking the family to organized crime.
How do you know?
When Saul's mind started going, he began keeping records of everything. Between the safe and computer, there's more than enough to get the FBI's attention.
Except they need probable cause to obtain a warrant.
What if I just gave them the evidence?
You can't give them what you don't have.
I can if I break in and take it.
You're not committing a felony, even if it is against a crime boss.
But hypothetically, if we did...
We?
Do you think you can do it? I mean, from what I just witnessed...
I'm a bit rusty, granted.
If we got caught, none of this evidence would work in court. And what about security guards? And an alarm system?
I know the code.
Assuming Zed hasn't changed it? And when do you know the first thing about computers?
I don't.
Yeah, but you do, Joe. You keep sending me emails.
That doesn't make me Mark Zuckerberg.
I have a computer science major.
Nat, the mask is beautiful. Lose it. Oh, for Pete's sake.
I can do this. I can do this.
You got 5 seconds and then we're out of here. 4, 3, go, go, go. Rick?
I can't believe I have a trig midterm tomorrow and you have me hacking into a killer's computer.
I got this.
I know how you feel. Lawman to felon, 48 hours.
Curse of fat fingers.
You got anything?
First try. I still got it.
Where did you get all of this?
Criminal informant. He worked for the syndicate for decades.
Can you trust him?
Not really. He's my dad.
Okay, just so I got this straight. A sheriff's criminal father is willing to testify to seeing Zed Dalton murder his father.
In exchange for immunity and witness protection.
Who would have thought when I woke up this morning that I'd be in the middle of a Shakespearean tragedy?
Welcome to my life.
Mount up.
Okay.
How's it going your first couple of days as interim sheriff?
I mean, just the usual Prattler nonsense.
It goes with the territory.
Yeah, I had to respond to a B&E, but other than that, it's been pretty uneventful.
Where's Joe?
Well, she said she had to go down to Atlanta to handle some business.
Police business?
I assume so, but she didn't say.
And then there were none. How long are you going to make me do this?
Till I feel you're properly punished.
The punishment does not fit the crime.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Maddie, put the sprayer down before somebody gets wet.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. You feel like you're the victim here?
I didn't do anything wrong.
You lied to me.
It was a sin of omission. Did I fail to disclose certain items on my itinerary? Yes. Did I actually lie to you? I don't think so. Ah! Hey!
1 day!
Hey, come on, Maddie, stop.
That's how long you can stay retired?
It wasn't police business. I was just trying to help Joe.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna be able to do this, Alden. My father died in the line of duty. I won't do it again.
I understand. This is it. I'm done. My police business is all over. I'm officially retired. Actually, I'm going to play golf with the guys. I promise, it's over.
So, I know it's tradition for the sheriffs to meet here.
You sit on your side of the line, and I sit on mine.
Right. But some traditions were meant to be broken.
You want to stop coming here?
No, but if and when Maddie's able to sell.
Well, I did try that new bistro the other night.
On a date?
No, my softball team went there after our game.
I've been wanting to try that place.
Well, we can go together.
Oh.
Well, if and when Maddie's able to sell.
Right.
How's your food?
Delicious.
Best burger I've ever had.
Oh, great. Glad to hear it.
Really improved my stance. Yeah, a little bit Mickelson, a little bit Hagen.
All right.
That's what he said.
Look, I'm almost finished. I'll be right over. I'm gonna have to borrow another ball.
How many balls have you lost?
Who's counting?
It's 14.
Well, Maddie got an offer on the diner.
Oh, hey, that's great.
Yeah, I was beginning to think it's never gonna sell.
So does this mean you two will be hitting the road in an RV?
It looks that way pretty soon.
Yeah, dang. I guess there goes your application for a membership out here.
Me?
Hands, let me see him. You, open the register.
So, the thieves disarmed the glass break sensors to avoid setting off the silent alarms.
Yeah, you're definitely dealing with professionals.
I think that word's gotten out that there's an inexperienced sheriff. Hold that thought. Deputy, Interim Sheriff Hill. Okay. So there's a car on fire down by Chapman River.
Maybe your getaway car.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I'll run the plates and see who they stole it from.
There's no need. It's my car.
So what do you want?
Hey.
Alden, we're pinned down and taking fire.
Where are you? Yeah, be right there.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait. I think it's stopped.
Alden, say hello to the guy who's gonna buy me out of this place.
Alden?
No doubt Zed's crew's behind this.
The fact that he used Maddie as his alibi is just his way of twisting a knife.
Why steal my car?
Send a message?
Sorry you got caught in our crossfire.
How am I supposed to catch a crime boss and I don't even have a deputy?
Well, between this and the robbery, he's probably got what he wants. He's headed back to the city.
If he's not?
I got you.
I'll talk to Maddie and make sure she doesn't sell him the diner. Then I'll look tomorrow, make sure he's not hanging around.
I'd appreciate that.
If you want my 2 cents, he mentioned Johnny Prattler, which means Johnny's involved.
Definitely knows how to steal a car and shoot a gun.
He once sold out his mother just to avoid a night in jail.
He might be willing to turn on Zed.
Right.
Thanks for doing that. And I'll let you know how things go with Johnny. No sign of Zed.
I'd be surprised if he stuck around.
What's even more frustrating is we've been tailing Johnny for the last 6 hours and he hasn't so much as loitered.
Does littering count as a parole violation?
Are we even following the right guy?
He's a prattler. He's bound to break the laws sooner or later.
Oh, well, hopefully it's sooner, because I'm getting angry.
Depending how things go, maybe we could try that bistro later tonight?
You mean like after we get off shift?
Hey.
Man, he may have just been restored.
Well, you not only let me down, Johnny, but also the Boy Scouts of America.
What did I do now?
Last I checked, stealing a truck is against the law.
Yeah. Well, last time I checked, you can't steal your own truck. Oh, look at what I got. Oh, it's the keys.
It's registered in his name.
What a coincidence. You two just showed up at the right time.
Is it me, or does it feel like we're getting played?
Maybe Johnny's smarter than we thought.
We're dumber. The alarm at the station's going off.
Clear.
Calvin!
Later, Gator.
You gotta be kidding me.
You can't arrest me. You ain't a sheriff no more.
I don't have to be sheriff. I can make a citizen's arrest.
Yeah? Okay. Well, then I'm arresting you for assault. Yeah, that's right. You and I have the same amount of power. You're nobody just like me.
Hello. Yeah, I'll be right there. Get out of jail free.
Weapons, computers, everything of value seems to be accounted for.
What about the evidence cabinets?
Wasn't tampered with.
Well, whoever it was must have got spooked by the alarm.
While Max still suffers the brunt of a crime wave this ex-deputy seems ill-prepared for.
And at this time, unfortunately, we're not sure who's responsible for breaking into the location that presumably should be the most secure in the entire county.
Well, I suppose it's good that I'm running unopposed, because I don't think that I would vote for me right now.
Hey, we'll figure this out.
We're on to Interim Sheriff Hill, who...
Not having a deputy really use your help.
I really wish I could, but I can't.
Can I get a comment about how eventful it's been since you've taken office? Anything?
Appreciate you letting me crash while I get settled.
Of course. Something smells good. You can cook?
Family recipe. I think my grandpa picked it up in prison. Did you eat?
I have, but I wouldn't say no to a small bowl of that. Oh, just so you know, me and Scooter are going fishing tomorrow, so if you head out, make sure you lock up.
Got it. You worried about the new guy next door? Seemed intense.
What, the Miller place sold?
Yeah. The, new owner came by. He asked about you, actually. He said he wanted to speak with you about his family's business dealings.
Save this for me.
Tucker, stop roughhousing and invite in our guest.
Checkmate. I can't tell if you're with a welcome wagon or you're here to rob me.
Lucky you're holding that gun.
Yeah? No, I'm not.
Nice try. Trick me into hitting you, arrest me for assault.
As someone recently pointed out, I'm retired. I'm a nobody, just like you.
I believe the man has given you his blessing.
Nah. I'm too classy to hit a senior citizen.
My other eye. You know, I can't quite figure out what your game is.
My game. I'm playing chess. While you're playing checkers.
I ain't playing anything. Like I said, I'm retired. Just a nobody.
It didn't stop you back in Atlanta.
You move in next door, so I have to keep looking over my shoulder, huh?
Not a nice feeling when someone comes into your space uninvited.
You just enjoy your space as much as you can right now, because I got a feeling pretty soon you're gonna be residing in an 8x10 cell.
I wouldn't be so sure. Witnesses have a bad habit of not showing up to my trial dates. Speaking of dates, don't you have a daughter about my age?
Come anywhere near Amber, you're gonna wish you hadn't.
What's a nobody like you gonna do about it? You know what I noticed when I first got here? Nothing. No helicopters, no surveillance teams, no FBI. Back in the city, feds are everywhere I look. Whereas here, all I gotta worry about is some sheriff who's still wet behind the ears. I can do whatever I want. So, I've decided to try my hand at being a big fish in a small pond. It's all thanks to you. Bet you're starting to wish you still had a badge, huh?
All right.
Let him go. Granddad's got to make his tea time.
You sure about this?
You can't tell Maddie. Considering his obsession with chess, I think we can assume that he's got more moves planned.
Well, I'm sure he didn't factor you getting back into the game into his plan.
I think we should tail him. I'll keep an eye on him from my place, and you guys take up a position down the road in case he moves.
Well, first I gotta head downtown. There was a report of a mugging.
Yeah, and I was thinking I'd talk to Crystal Dalton again.
Yeah?
Zed's always been especially fond of his mom. I have an idea how we might capture his queen.
I don't understand how the situation got to this. Zed told me that he offered you a fair deal.
It wasn't a deal. It was an ultimatum. Either I go on the take, or my father takes a bullet to the back of the head.
Well, at least now I understand why Rick lied.
Lied?
About seeing Zed shoot his daddy.
Mrs. Dalton, my father's telling the truth.
Well, Zed swears he had nothing to do with it.
It's funny, I have a history of coming to my father's rescue. And Zed has a reputation of running to you when he needs help. Like that time he didn't get into the college of his choice. And you, wanting to help, arranged for my dad to dig up dirt on the dean of admissions. And when blackmail didn't work, you had him drive the dean out into the woods and dig his own shallow grave at gunpoint, which not surprisingly did the trick.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to blackmail me.
I'm merely pointing out, you're more invested than you'd realized.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company.
That's fine, darling.
Can I get you anything?
No, we're good.
Fine.
What is it that you want?
Convinced Zed to return to Atlanta, and stories like that won't come up during my father's deposition.
I have a counteroffer. Convince your dad that he's getting old. Like Saul was getting old. Old people forget things.
Why would he agree to that?
Forgive and forget. Your daddy forgets what he saw, and I'll see to it that his debts are forgiven. And that Zed never does business anywhere near your county again.
Mrs. Dalton, I can't let a man get away with murder.
By the end, my husband was a shell of the man I married. He was angry and depressed, and it was only going to get worse. If I can live with what Zed did, you should be able to as well.
You in position yet?
No, I'm still downtown. Look, I've been here an hour. I don't know what's going on. There's been 3 break-ins and 2 robberies. I'm in over my head here.
Well, it can't be Zed and his guys. They're still here.
Are you able to come down and give me a hand?
I'd rather stay with Zed.
Alden, look, I could really use your help.
I'll be right there. All I can figure is that Zed's trying to keep you busy.
Well, it's working.
Yeah. Calvin!
Hey, who authorized you to put those up?
Why do I gotta tell you?
Because putting those up on private property is vandalism. Great picture.
Johnny said he'd give me 20 bucks if I hung him around town. Can I go now? Lucky for you, I ain't old enough to vote.
Between Tom's experience and my bad press.
There's a reason Tom's a former deputy. Look, I always knew that Tom was dirty, but I never had any evidence. Once I got some, I forced him to resign.
So if Zed's backing Tom, then that would explain why Zed's busting in all those people to drive in the crime rate.
Yeah, they stay here a month, they can vote.
So he couldn't flip Joe, so he's coming after me.
Here, the thing he doesn't know is that you got the dirt on Tom, even before the campaign starts.
And where do I keep this dirt?
Everything's gone.
You didn't change the locks after Tom left?
We changed the ones outside, but not everything in here.
So the reason for the break-in was the evidence against Tom.
Smarter than I thought.
Hey, something's come up. Where are you?
I'm heading for the safe house. Need to check on Dad.
Hey, look, this sounds dramatic coming out of my mouth, but make sure you're not being followed. More here than meets the eye.
Way ahead of you.
I'm not convinced she can control Zed.
It's worth the gamble.
Gambling's what got us into this mess in the first place.
I get out of debt entirely, and you get rid of Zed. It's the easy choice.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just not sure it's the right choice.
You've come to my rescue more times than I can count. Just once, I want to come to yours.
I was fishing.
It was fine. I mean, we didn't catch much, but it was
Please,
nice.
stop. Scooter was here for lunch.
I guess I gotta work on my alibi.
Please tell me you're having an affair.
I was doing a little detective work.
Okay, let me understand this. You gave up a paycheck to become a full-time volunteer.
A volunteer? No. I'm actually back in a official capacity.
What?
As a special deputy, but just until I take care of Zed.
There is always going to be another Zed.
It's my fault he's here. Once I put him away, I'll lose the badge for good.
The badge is irrelevant. You can't stop being who you are. You shouldn't have to. But I can't keep worrying about whether you're going to come home.
Give her the night to cool off, show up in the morning with flowers, and be ready to grovel.
I'm not sure I can do that.
You don't know how to grovel?
I was married for years. I can grovel with the best of them. I'm just not sure I can win her back while I'm still on the job. Maddie may be right about it not mattering. I'm not sure I can just turn it off.
But you could maybe tone it down. I mean, I'm sure there was an adjustment period after Vietnam.
Well, there would have been if I hadn't signed up at the police academy the week I got back.
Yeah. There was an adjustment period when I came back from Afghanistan. I think I missed both, like, the chaos and the routine. The feeling of what it's like to serve others, you know?
Being a sheriff is my routine, my chaos, and my service all wrapped up in one. I sure ain't gonna get that lying on the couch watching TV.
But you could, you know, find a new passion, like I found at the VA.
I'm so glad that's worked out for you.
Thanks. But Dad, if this Zed guy is worth losing your relationship over, then you better finish what you started with him.
10-4. Hey, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. He's got a copy of The Art of War on his desk. It's all marked up. It's his playbook. You can read books on that gizmo, can't you?
Yeah. Well, this is the newest one, too. They have, like, different
You know,
apps that you...
I got a little homework to do. Thanks. Yeah. All warfare is based on deception.
Appear weak when we're strong.
Right.
Except we're anything but.
Zed's had us playing defense the whole time.
You wouldn't expect us to go on the offense.
Look, man, I don't know anything else other than what I told you and Alden yesterday.
Well, I'm not here to get any information. I'm here to give it. And this time I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep it to yourself.
That store that got robbed, they get a shipment of diamonds in to replace what they lost.
How do you know this? Trust me. There ain't nothing that happens in this county without me knowing about it.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're putting in some kind of fancy new high-tech security system tomorrow, so it's kind of one of those now or never scenarios.
All right, same as last time, boys. In and out. You know the drill. Open it!
Interesting.
Hope you don't mind me letting myself in.
Mikasa, Special Deputy Rockwell. I believe you two are acquainted.
Alden?
Tom? I guess you forgot about our deal. That one where you find a new vocation and I decide not to let the citizens know about your low-life behavior.
Hope you have evidence to support such serious accusations.
Not a lick. But I do have this. I have decided to come out of retirement, run for my old position. As a new homeowner, I reckon I can count on your vote.
I'm afraid the recent uptick in crime has me thinking that the county could benefit from some new blood.
Well, you see, that crime wave is already on its way down. Matter of fact, we just arrested a bunch of criminals right outside the local motel. We didn't even have to catch them in the act because they all had outstanding warrants. We just shipped them back to Atlanta.
That's the thing about crime. You never know when it's gonna strike again.
Actually, sometimes you do.
Let's go! Open it! What's so funny?
Surprise. It's okay, Harini.
Out of the car! Seriously?
I have no control over what my employees do in their free time.
You're gonna have to find some new men.
Pawns. They're meant to be sacrificed. The game isn't over until you capture the king.
I don't play checkers or chess. I'm a poker man. I think you just got bluffed. Ciao.
Where's Sheriff Hill?
Oh, he asked me to speak with you.
Don't take this personally. But I really prefer to speak with Sheriff Hill.
You intimidated by women in positions of power, Johnny?
No.
Have you ever looked up prattler in the dictionary? Prattler. It's a noun, meaning someone who talks constantly.
Oh, come on.
That's fitting, considering your reputation as a bit of a chatty Cathy. But today, Johnny, that can keep you out of prison.
No. See, if I roll on Zed, I'm dead.
You just sent his crew into a trap. I'm pretty sure you're off his Christmas card list.
Look, I'm sorry for what happened, but I reckon I did the wrong thing for the right reasons.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't fair of me to force you to retire.
You didn't force me to do anything.
If it weren't for me, wouldn't you still be sheriff?
Maybe. But I've come to terms with that decision.
I know that you are running for re-election.
Well, let me explain about that.
You know what? I don't have time for this conversation right now. It's dinner rush. I'm needed inside.
Let me come back after you close.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'd really rather you didn't.
Johnny refuses to testify.
Really?
Yeah. Zed's reputation has him spooked, but at least we threw a wrench in his plans by arresting his crew.
Speaking of plans, do you think that Alden will stick to his, dropping out of the election a day before?
Why wouldn't he?
I just think that he regrets retiring.
Well, maybe, but he wouldn't do that to you. It smells good.
I was meaning to ask you, whatever happened with that keto thing?
Oh, I gave that up a few months into the job.
along with exercising, sleeping, pretty much any semblance of a social life.
I'm glad I know what to look forward to.
Hopefully, you'll have a better time balancing it out than I did.
Maybe we can balance each other out. I mean, I do realize that it could be really awkward if things don't go well, but you hated Alden the first couple months that you were here, and now look.
Are you asking me out?
Yes, I am officially asking you out.
Plans tonight?
You're looking at it.
It's perfect. I can't think of a more fitting first date than lukewarm takeout at the station with a prattler 20 feet away. Cheers.
Okay. Tickets, keys, lights. Come on, Maddie, you're forgetting something. What are you forgetting? Oh, yeah. The jukebox. Jukebox.
Hurry up, we're supposed to catch her while she's still in there.
Listen up. We've got a single flat, one civilian inside. Use the rear access. Rear access.
She okay?
No, she's fine.
Was it a kitchen fire or what?
No, it's arson. Someone threw a Molotov cocktail through the window, and Maddie, I quit. No, Alden!
Alden, wait!
Howdy, neighbor.
Alden, stop! Alden!
Oh.
This isn't the way to get him.
Glad you're here, Sheriff, because I want to press charges. I was here in my home, minding my own business when your deputy attacked me.
The way I see it, you threw the first punch. Take this thing to court, I think they'll take my word against yours.
We'll just have to take this to the court of public opinion after I give the local news the footage from my security cameras and my colleague's cell phone.
Already sent it. You know what? You go ahead and charge me. It was worth it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because under election bylaws, you're not permitted to run for sheriff with a criminal charge hanging over your head. Guess your re-election plans just went up in smoke.
Pardon the pun.
Y'all have a nice day.
Alden, I'm gonna have to take your badge.
This is just what he wants.
I don't have a choice.
You gonna charge me?
If I don't, Tom Marshall's gonna think I'm playing favorites.
Have you considered you might be in over your head?
Yeah. My career could be dead on arrival, all because you couldn't accept that yours was over.
Meaning what?
Alden, part of you wanted this.
You're right. I'm done playing by the rules. Zed's gonna pay for this, I promise.
You mean when you arrest him?
I turned in my badge.
Whatever you're thinking about doing right now, it is not worth it.
I got no choice.
Of course you do.
You said it yourself. I am who I am. I go after guys like Zed. It's what I've always done. It's what I'm gonna do now.
I'm here to press assault charges against Alden.
That's fine. I'll take your statement. But after that, I'm gonna want to ask you some questions about Narson.
Don't know what I'll have to offer, but I'm happy to oblige.
Rick, pack up. We're moving locations.
What's the matter?
There was an incident that Zed may be involved in.
Did something happen to Joanne?
No one's been hurt. We're just being cautious, but we gotta move now.
You just got back from pressing charges, huh?
We're unarmed.
I realize that. Even you ain't stupid enough to take guns to a police station.
Whoa. Think about it, Alden. You kill me, you destroy your legacy.
Well, if I don't, you're gonna destroy it anyway.
You can't do this, you're a lawman.
I used to be.
Alden, put the gun down.
How'd you find me?
Nat called us. He was worried about you. Think about what this will do to Maddie and Ember. They need you. I need you.
Your lucky day.
I got everything on camera. I expect him to be charged.
He will be.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think about sending you to prison. You did a better job of punishing yourself than I ever could have.
You're gonna get a call from your lawyer. My father recanted his story. The FBI are dropping their charges. Go back to Atlanta.
Thank you, but like I told Alden, I like it here. I think I'll stick around.
Rick, can you hear me? Jacket stopped the bullet.
I wanted to take your offer from the start. But you know Joanne.
I wish you had come to me from the first.
It was a mistake.
Well, I'm glad you're here now.
I just want to take your offer and have everything go away.
Oh, no, that offer's off the table.
No. Crystal, I need your help. Zed sent someone to kill me.
Oh, no, it wasn't Zed, darling. So are we good now?
Yes, ma'am. Everything's back on track.
Good.
Okay.
I love you.
I'll call you later, Mama. Get this. My mama puts a hit out on Rick, which he somehow survives. And the first thing he does when he gets out is show up at her front door to see if she can help. See you, cowboy. This is interesting. Alden, I sincerely hope I'm not your one phone call.
Zed, I reckon this game's gone on long enough. I'm willing to offer you a draw.
And why, after your pathetic display earlier, would I accept that?
Because you got played, Zed. I figured once you thought I was done, you'd let your guard down and get sloppy. I was right.
You know what I think? I think you're sober now, and you're trying to save face.
Check under that table. Just because the FBI's not listening to your calls doesn't mean nobody is.
Nice one, Alden. You almost had me.
Try the little table next to you. When I broke in to plant the bug, I also installed a camera. You having trouble with that thing?
You do realize I broke the law way less before you had me go straight, right?
Just got back from pressing charges, huh? All warfare is based on deception. Once we are able to attack, we must seem unable.
Saying you broke in leaves me doubtful you obtained the proper warrant. And without it, nothing you may have is admissible.
You might be right if I hadn't turned in my badge. As a deputy, that'd be against the law, but as a criminal informant, makes it legal.
I'm willing to take my chances.
Think about your mom.
What's she gonna think of her darling baby boy once she realizes he's implicated her in
Conspiracy to commit murder.
My mama puts a hit out on Rick. So you're offering a draw?
With a few stipulations.
First,
$1 million in cash to replace the diner.
That's way more than the asking price.
next,
You pick up Rick at your mother's place and deliver him to me tonight.
That it?
Last of all, I want you to leave my county and never set foot here again.
Sounds more like a win than a draw.
Suit yourself. I win, you lose.
take it or leave it. Don't move.
I thought you said alone and unarmed.
All your years on the job, how is it you never learned to never trust a criminal?
Where's Rick?
Back of the van.
So I gotta trust you on that?
I see your predicament there. Truth is, I was worried this was another one of your traps.
Look, all I want is that money. And to pretend I never met you.
Give me the video and we can go our separate ways. How am I supposed to know this is the only copy?
Guess you're gonna have to trust me.
Thing is, I learned to never trust the word of a lawman.
Okay.
Should have seen it coming, Alden.
Actually, I did.
Shoot him!
The book says subdue your enemy without fighting. You having trouble with that thing?
You do realize I broke the law way less before you had me go straight, right?
Like I said, you guys wouldn't take your weapons to a police station.
You're right. I left my backup in my Jeep.
About that. He might have been too smart to testify, but Johnny loves to play with firearms.
Nice work, Johnny.
And now we have you on an attempted murder charge.
You see, you were 100% correct. You actually did walk into another trap. I think this is what you'd call checkmate.
Not quite. Scarlet! Just for your information, she came with her own weapon.
Put it on the ground, nice and easy.
You good?
All clear.
Get the bag!
I'll get Zed.
Let me see those hands, slowly.
Should've joined the football team instead of the chess team.
Zed! You ain't got a bulldozer tucked away in here somewheres, do you?
Looks like we're in one of those last man standing situations.
I reckon. Good. Are you gonna fight like a man, or are you gonna keep pulling that crap?
Come on, old man.
Come on, honey, I got you.
Just so you know, I could have waited until Maddie was gone before I set that fire. But I made sure she was still there.
You wanted to be a big fish in a small pond, well, you picked the wrong pond. I am retired. Way out here in the hills of North Georgia, the hometown folk, they're gonna treat you fine. Yeah! Ladies first, do them right. They got no ill will towards you. Stay away from the county line. "17, I ran away from my mama. The country girl could drive me out of my mind." Cheers. Hid out in the hills every evening that summer. Stole my heart on the county line. My daddy was just a poor dirt farmer. He fed his family cooking up shine. Local law. It seems like not that long ago that I gave a little speech down at the diner. And, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I've been having a little difficulty with the transition to civilian life. Ember reassures me that eventually I'll find something that will ignite my passion again, but it's been hard. I've tried some of the leisure things, like drinking a case of beer in a week. All that did was put on 5 pounds. And golf. Scooter, you can have my sticks.
Really?
I can't use them.
Well, gentleman's game's not meant for everybody, I guess.
After a while, I started to worry that maybe I would never find anything. And then it dawned on me that, kind of like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, that what I was searching for, I could find right in my own backyard. So I'm gonna ask you all to step inside. Matt here's been cooking up a storm. I gotta discuss a little personal business with Miss Maddie here. I know that I've been a bit of a trial lately, that I've been hard to deal with. But I also know I can do better. I love you. Short story long, but will you marry me?
In a word. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Will you help me up?
Yes.
Oh! On the county line.